Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing okay and doing well. If you're new here for the first time, welcome. A warm welcome to you. My name's Ivy. My channel's called A New Me Starts Now. Returning subscribers, thank you very much. If there are those of you who want to subscribe, it is free and it's easy. Just press that subscribe button below, along with pressing the notification bell so that YouTube can alert you of any other videos I do. Okay, I'm feeling very drained today. I don't know why, but let's not let that get in the way of this video today. As you can see by the thumbnail, I thought I'd give a short video about how I try and maintain a stable weight after losing 4 stone. So I was put on prednisolone. For those of you who are new, originally because I had double vision, and it turns out that I had hyperthyroidism with Graves' disease, and then later I developed myasthenia gravis, which is an autoimmune disease just like the thyroid condition, and it means muscle weakness, and I could barely do anything. So I've been on steroids on and off for a few years, and that pretty much piled the weight on me. You get weight here, all over, really, all over. You get a hump at the back of your neck. They call it a camel's hump. So, you kind of just blow up, and that's what I did. So I went up to about 18 and a half stone. And for me, it wasn't nice, because I personally didn't like being that size. And, you just want to, well, I just wanted to hide away. But over the last year, especially with tapering down, coming down off the prednisolone, because at one point I was taking 24 prednisolone tablets at 5 milligrams each, which was about 124 milligrams, and I was taking that every other day. So half of that, what is that, 62 milligrams a day. So for me, that was a high dose, and I had to wait till I was tapering down, as I said. And I think once I got to about 20 milligrams and under, at that point I could try and lose weight. And of course, naturally, it came off. But I think over the years, my appetite has changed a lot. There are things I used to love eating back in the day. Now, I don't want to touch it. And I tend to eat by everything, what I'm going to eat of the day, by 4 p.m. That might sound early to some people, but it works for me, because usually after 4 p.m. I'm not hungry. I don't particularly eat breakfast because I'm not hungry at breakfast time. I'll just have a drink, so whether it be lemon water or a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or some other herbal tea, that's what I'll have in the morning. And then I probably won't eat anything again till between 12 and 1, maybe 2, it depends, but definitely by 4 p.m. I've stopped eating. After that, I might have, like in the morning, I might have a herbal drink or something. Yeah, I used to do intermittent fasting, and that did work for me. I guess you could say I'm doing a form of intermittent fasting, by stopping eating at 4 and not eating anything else till whatever time. I try and get my steps in every day, because that helped me a lot. Walking, I think, is a brilliant exercise. You know, it's amazing. When I was doing care work, and I was, you know, bigger than I am now, and I didn't have a car, so I would walk to the clients' homes. And, you know, after about 4, 5, 6 months, I remember one client saying, "Oh, wow, you've lost weight." And I didn't even realize that I'd lost the weight. But yeah, um, I started off a few months ago. Well, I've been trying to do little bits of exercise, you know, every day, because I think it's good to have activity in your day. So I try and do a certain amount of steps every day. So a few months ago, I started at 5,000 steps, doing that every single day for a month. And then the next month, I go up 1,000. So do 6,000 steps, do that for 4 weeks. And then I'm currently up to 7,000 steps now. So I'm trying to, you know, keep that momentum going, the motivation going. And then when I've done the 7,000 steps for a month, I'll go up to 8,000. But I don't think, all being well, I'll go past 10,000 steps. And I enjoy it, you know, I like going for walks, especially when the weather's been nice. You know, it's been nice going on walks, and some of you have come on the walks with me. Yeah, it's a journey trying to lose weight. It really is. I know there are quite a few people on YouTube that are, you know, doing Manjaro, and that's good. If that's the way you want to go and it works, then that's okay. I don't really have Manjaro money. So, you know, I'm just trying my best to do a little bit, you know, to look after myself more. I feel better without that extra weight on. But, you know, with the conditions I have, at any point, you know, they could rise up again, and I'll probably have to go back on the prednisolone. It's such a joy when I come off it, though, because the last time I was on it for maybe a year and a half, coming up to 2 years. And about this, and then I stopped. I managed to stop. But the myasthenia gravis that I told you about, I only had it in my eyes at that time. And so after a few months, it became generalized. So it, you know, it was affecting all of my body. So throat, you know, chewing, swallowing, speaking, walking, carrying things, doing things, you know. So I had to go back on it. But I'm thankful that I am off it, and I can, you know, sort out like a plan, food-wise and that. Yeah. But I think I'm maintaining. I don't weigh myself much anymore. I do have some scales, but sometimes with me, I find that I feel like I'm doing great, you know, and clothes are looking lovely on me. But then you go on the scales and it says a number and you're like, what? And then that can bring me down, if I'm honest. You know, and I think, why the hell did I go and weigh myself? So I try not to use the scales. I try and go by how I'm feeling, how my clothes are feeling, if they're, you know, a little bit loose. And it's just little things, you know, little things. Not using as much salt, you know, in foods, using more herbs and spices, you know, cutting out sugar in your teas, things like that. And yeah, just another thing I think is getting enough sleep. You know, that can really impact how you eat. So I mean, usually for me, about 5 hours, and my eyes just ping open. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get 8 hours, but I don't know. Just 5 hours for me is okay. Is okay. If I get 5 hours not interrupted, then that's fine. You know, but the nights when you can't sleep, it's horrible. It's horrible. And I think on those nights where, you know, I can't sleep, probably a bit of munching, you know, comes into the day. But I think I'm doing well, and I want to be around as long as I can. You know, I don't know what tomorrow will bring, or next week, or next month. I can only be present with the here and now. Yeah. And I enjoy, you know, taking care of myself and doing my steps. I'm like, yes, every night when I've finished me 7,000 steps, I'm like, yes, okay, that's an accomplishment for me. And yeah, I like it. So, you know, keep me in your thoughts and your prayers, you know. You all can be my motivation, you know. In any video you can say to me, or you can ask me, have you done your steps? Have you finished your steps, Ivy? Keep me accountable. Yeah, so I just thought I'd do this quick video. I'll show you pictures of what I was and, you know, how I am now. But yeah, it can be a struggle. It can, because as I've said before, losing weight, it's not easy. And plus, you know, as women as well, we're going through the menopause. Well, some of us are. And that can just, you know, you can have that stubborn belly fat that refuses to go. It's like, no, I'm here. I'm here. Did they call it visceral fat or something? Yeah, that just won't go. So menopause can throw a huge spanner into the works as well when you're trying to lose weight. But, you know, as women, we have to navigate through these things, you know. Anyway, I hope this has helped someone. You know, if you are wanting to lose weight, it's, you know, try and find a friend if they want to, you know, go on a wellness journey of getting back, you know, reclaiming yourself, wanting to feel better. Because as we age, we get aches and pains anyway, don't we? You know, when we get up, we make sounds, and it's like sounds that our parents used to make. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry if you can hear planes passing. It's just one of those things. Anyway, take care of yourselves and each other. Don't let the negative people win, because they're just taking up space, not needed. Let's keep smashing this life. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. And that's how I'd like to continue. Oh, sorry, I think I can feel a bit of heartburn. Don't want that. Anyway, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. And God bless. Lots of love. And I look forward to seeing you on a different day with a brand new video. Keep smiling, my friends. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.